Okay, to stop this pals on the middle, we'll go create a right click, geometry, and we already play it with hider. So what we're going to do, create another hider. And you know what, because I want it darker, so we'll go into the darker color for this. Okay, let's go create from new child right here. We'll drag and create to our hider. It is invisible, so we'll need to add some elements to visible to this. For this, we'll go geometry, segment, stem segment. We'll use them. And what do we call this? Center. So let's call this. I'm not very creative for name today. Okay, and this one we'll just go and select maybe yellowish color. Actually, you know what? Where are you? Right here, my coloring. So we'll add more. And we'll just select this color. Okay, let's select our hider to this. And it should be huge mess around. Yep. Okay, now we'll go to the stem. And we'll select our hider, except it said this hider. Let's go to center as well. So we kind of know what it is. Okay, we'll go stem, select our center we created. We'll go to set the tip of the segment. And here's things. When we look, it is look separate there. And I don't know if we want to create center because we want to be on the middle. And the problem is if we set the different, you remember, on this we set our plus minus 10. If we set up 10 on our center, it won't be work exactly the same. So in this case, we want to actually take from our hider and connect to our center. So in this case, will be exactly same positioning as our other hider and middle. They will follow and did not have any changes in this case. Okay. We have it our, let's go orientation. And we'll go to, now we're connected. Let's look, and this should be way far apart. There you go. You see how they're floating around. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring them closer together. We'll go in our center, and we'll take our radius and set to the 0. Okay, next, remember we have it our angle. So we can bring this angle like almost 90 degrees. Oh, that is ugly flower creating or very huge stems. Maybe about 90 degrees, which is will bring very horizontal. And we'll have it plus minus 5 degrees. We'll just spread them around. Now for our center one, in the segment type, we'll need to probably set a little bit less than 1. So let's go ahead and set maybe 0.1, much smaller link. Okay, we can zoom in a little bit closer. And also our width can go to set. But remember, it's go thin and tall. So what we're going to do, we're going to set, oops, click again here. Set up around this area. So this is our radius. Let's set radius 0, 0, 0, 3. So very teeny tiny. Okay. So let's go, maybe it is still a little bit tall. So 0.05. So we'll just set too small. Too small. Okay. 0.5. There you go. But there, let's go set 2. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Except now we need to spread a little bit more. So we'll go inside and putting probably maybe around 75. Let's see what we have it. And that look a little bit better. And 10 random. So we'll just play a little bit with numbers, see which one look right. I think that one look kind of right for this one. Okay, we'll go to our plant and let's see what we have. So we set up our adjustments. I don't think we need to set a little bit more random on this. It will be too far away. Remember how I said before, if we go look, it will be that far away. You know, maybe even make them a little bit taller so they can be more visible. Something on the middle of our flowers. We could also play a little bit more with the adjustment. For example, we can go to influencer. Let's local base, you know, kind of twist them a little bit more in this way. Like maybe make 3 even. Too much because they're going down, but we need to go against the Z, so 0.4 against the base, and this one, let's use local coordinates. So I'm just, okay, yeah, it's too much. Okay, let's go back to 0. Oops. 5. There you go. But I don't think they're too short. You won't see it. Again, what I say, optimizations, if we disable, you won't see a real difference. So we'll just leave it around here, but maybe spread a little bit more. Okay, let's go inside and maybe set 55 and we'll set 15. So spread them just a little bit more around. Okay, so here's our center for our flowers. Okay, right there. Let's adjust. Remember, this is not even colors. This is our nodes. So if we're going ahead and render, preview, our plant will be gray because we don't assign any materials to this at all. In the next videos, we're going to set up materials, but right now I still want to tweak just a little bit. Again, we don't need it create too complex for this because this is just the introduction, but I think this is already give you some ideas how to create. The one thing, stem, I'm not necessarily happy the stem going all straight. So let's go look what we can do. So we'll go back to our main stem, and with the stem, first let's enable blending a little bit so it will work a little bit better with this. And we have it also influencers. Actually, not children. You know what? We don't have this children, so let's go click on this one, and we'll go remove it. We'll just remove that one. We don't need it. Okay, now in our segment, we'll go in influencer, and I want to modify a little bit, so create kind of interesting how it will work. So we can go always with gravity add, but remember that will affect if we're doing in a view. But if you want to export, we want to use local base for this. Right here we can apply. You can see it's kind of affecting stem slightly, so it's not necessarily go straight. We can do this, and at this point we can make very crazy stuff. For example, remember how I said before, we can try maybe do with curl a little bit. Swirl. I think the curl will work a little bit better. Apply a little bit more. Ooh, too crazy. Okay, too much on this one. So let's go 0.5. We'll make very little influence. And X maybe 0.03. So we'll just apply a little bit. Also, we could says don't apply here. Apply only on the top, and you can see how it's already affecting our flower. So we'll just bring this one down a little bit more and just apply a little bit to our plant. Just give you a small tip. You can also adjust this positioning of the bases related to health of the plant. So for example, you can create your plant very unhealthy just by doing increasing properties and set. So in this case, when plant unhealthy, it will happen. But with this, I just want a little bit add. And remember, we'll go switch to this soft, so it's always will apply kind of up, maybe right to this point, click OK. And let's do randomization, maybe 0.2 on this one. And we'll have it 0.3. So almost no influence or influence. It will be have it random effect add to us. This way the stem will work. Okay, let's go click on a wind to see how it will work. Okay, and our wind is 0.5 influence. So let's reduce 0.3, just make less influence. Okay, also let's go in and leave. And if we make very crazy influence, should work, but I think we need 0.3 as well. Just be sure we have the same influence go. And we can set gravity 0.1 as well, drop. Actually 0.3, let's see. There you go, just a little bit better on the gravity. Okay, let's go save our work. And you can see the interesting things about the leaves, because we add this bending, they don't affect us in like in real world. They won't very much affected by the wind because they have an internal structure helping them that. Okay, you know what? I don't know if I like this big one. You know what? Let's try one thing. We'll go inside the Hydra, selecting, and maybe instead 24, let's add 36, so we'll make even fluffier. Okay. We add 36. Now we want to distribution should be fine because we're on center, and we always can go even more. Problem is, we're going more, we add quite a bit polygons, and I don't know if we want to do that. But now it's look almost like some variation of pounds. So we'll go 24. Let's reduce down. Okay, and let's change a little bit on the link on our paddles from 0.3, 0.05, so 0.1. So we'll have it some very shorter, longer, add a little bit. Got a more interesting effect to this, I think. Okay, let's zoom out. We could add more items to this, but I'm just looking. And again, we don't apply any condition of the edge or other things. This is more advanced. Right now, I'm just looking how the overall plant look, just as a basic plant. I think it's good. So let's go ahead, and the next we'll start adding some texturing to our plant.